Guess things to shoot weddings in this situation, that is at night, where you are depending on little light or ambiances. And one thing that makes me get these sessions right is actually shooting with a speed light pointing straight at the subject and has a percentage of modifier from the speed light covering it and aiding me shoot at a reasonable power, maybe 123 if you're using a TT52, and then using a zoom lens. Depending on prime lens in this situation is one of the hardest things that will happen to you as a Nigerian. These type of wedding situations are very hard to navigate if you are not careful. I had almost 15 to 20 human beings with phones standing in front of me, standing beside me. And at first I started with a 35 lens, but somehow it did not work. I had to switch to 17 to 50 lens, and I was shooting at 2.8 so that I will have a reasonable entrance of light into my lens under that condition and still have a reasonable depth of field to separate subjects from the people surrounding them and ensure that I got clean pictures. In this situation, I didn't have problem with getting pictures. I was zooming in and zooming out depending on the circumstances. And I was able to maximize because of what I shot with a direct flash. I used the zoom lens, shot with a reasonable aperture and a shutter speed of about 125. I went lower than that, around 80 shutter speed, and I was noticing motion blur because lots of people were moving, they were standing, they were sitting, they were doing things. So in situations like this, as a wedding photographer in Nigeria, you must be over prepared. Know what tools to have, what to do, how to set your lights, and ensure that you maximize the setting and make sure your subjects are all clear and properly seen during the session. So have this in mind.